Most people think that white balance is just to make colors accurate, but what if I told you it's actually one of the easiest ways to get cinematic colors? It's almost like cheating, to be quite honest. I didn't even understand this until 2 to 3 years into shooting, and I wish someone explained it like this. Your camera's white balance decides what looks neutral, and everything else shifts around it. We'll be turning this into this. See the big difference? It's all just the same gear and just basic adjustments. So let's break it down. So let's start with what we can't control, the sunlight. Usually daylight is around 5600, but depending on the time of day, it fluctuates. So to keep it simple, let's just say it reads 5600. Because we want the light to look neutral, we'll set the camera as 5600 as well. And then we'll add up another light that's 5600 to light up my face. While this looks decent, to be quite honest, it feels flat. Could we be done with this? Sure, but we're not here for decent. We're here for that white balance cheat code. So let's start shifting things around. And for this, I'm just using a simple bicolor light, the new SmallRig RF05B, and we'll talk about it later, and I actually want to send one out to one of you, so stay tuned. So let's shift the light to 2800 Kelvin, which is equivalent to incandescent lights, typically found in most households. It's warm and it's inviting, but now our scene doesn't look good, right? It's because we're still at the point where we are choosing the daylight to be neutral, which the camera is still on 5600. Now we tell the camera that this warm light is neutral and see what happens. This is where it starts to look cinematic. Now we introduce something called color contrast. This scene now gives us the blue ambient light and that it contrasts naturally with skin tones. And this is why it works so well visually. We now change what is neutral, which is 2800. The daylight now shifts to something cooler from 5600 to something more bluish. This works both ways whenever you adjust the camera's white balance, and everything becomes relative to it, which is the true foundation of understanding white balance. The key takeaway here is that white balance isn't about being correct. It's about choosing what you want to be correct. Okay, so I love splashing color contrast to my scenes, and here's what I do to elevate this scene. I start shifting the light to a warmer tone like 1900 Kelvin, and we'll leave the camera to 2800 Kelvin so we get this natural color contrast in camera. And from here, we can just do slight adjustments to make it more pleasing and cohesive in post. And just like that, you're getting cinematic color without the heavy color grading. And this is exactly why a simple bicolor light is all you really need. This is the new SmallRig RF05B, a compact bicolor light that I've been using a lot recently. And they're actually sponsoring this video as well. What I like about it is how simple it is. It goes from 1900 Kelvin all the way to 8000 Kelvin, which is perfect for everything we just talked about. Shifting your white balance and creating color contrast straight in camera. It's small, it's portable, and honestly, it's more than enough for a lot of day-to-day shooting. You can use it mainly as a fill, or if you're in a tight spot, small key, or even product work like this. It also comes with a few useful accessories. There's a diffuser that you saw in the beginning of this video. If you want something softer, you can use that. A little barn door to control spill, and this spotlight attachment with these little cute gobos so you can shape the light or project patterns. You also got some colored hard gels if you want to introduce a little bit more of variation. But like I showed you earlier, you don't even need RGB lights to get great color. For me, this is the kind of light that's easy to just throw into your bag and actually use. So let's put it into a real world setup. I created a teaser video for Oppo last month, and we'll apply all the skills we've learned from the earlier section.
Open, wide, shift in the scene. One, fold, let it go in deep. One, touch, everything in command.
Alright, so for a video like this, I wanted to think about what would go naturally well with the color of this phone. And this is what they call the orange blossom. So I leaned into that color to create something analogous so that we're focused on the color of the phone, not anything else. And we're going to add maybe something cooler in the ambient or fill just to get a hint of that color contrast in the shadows. Our job is to make the product stand out, so That's how I approach this video. We'll start off with a nuclear orange, which I'm thinking right off the bat, using the warmest setting to 1900 Kelvin. We'll turn off every light in the room and start checking the scene. It's a teaser video, so we want the light to be moving, so we're going handheld with the flashlight. I'm just shaping the light to highlight the phone's details, and we're also going to add blue ambient using another RF05B. We'll add this blue gel so we can have cooler shadows, and I'm keeping in the background so that it doesn't contaminate the orange, and we're lighting the phone with just the orange light. From here, we just play what looks good and add some movement in post to give it a little bit more dynamic movement. You can actually have fun with filters like these too, not just on camera, but on the light as well. And you can use the spotlight attachment and use this to skew the light for product reveals. It gives you a really unique look. For the lighting, it's the exact same principle we did in the first section, just applied to a product. So yeah, white balance isn't just about being correct, it's about choosing what you want to be correct. If you want to try these out for yourself, I'm actually giving one of these away. Just comment what you'd use it for and fill in the form in the description. I'll only email the winner on my official email, victor@vgstudios.co. If you have any questions about white balance or anything that we've covered in this video, let me know in the comments down below or message me on Instagram. If you like my colors and want your edits to feel like a movie, everything is on my website. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Peace.